The situation on Ruidus is as complicated and faceted as things are here in Exandria. They're not one monolith of will. There are people in control.
There are people oppressed.
There are people fighting.
And the worst of Exandria and the worst of Ruidus are working together.
It's true. We've got just as much of a diverse culture and biome and wildlife that you would see here on Exandria. It's just been cultivating for several thousand years.
And it is not without knowledge of the gods either. All the people on Ruidus experience what we know. They know of the gods.
They call this the... Is it the Greenland or the Blue
Blue
Land?
Dream.
The Blue Dream. Thank you. Call this the Blue Dream.
Greenland.
Greenland and Iceland, actually, it's very confusing.
It's very confusing.
Just the platter. The platter.
Edge of the pizza.
They experience our thoughts, our emotions, our joys and our sorrows.
They dream our dreams.
Mm-hmm.
There are children there. It's beautiful.
Laudna is going to make just a silent image and kind of hold it aloft over where Keyleth is projecting her image and starts like cycling through all of the people and the heritages and the races and everything that we saw, just almost like as they're spinning, and they kind of like spins and switches and spins, and you see a Bormodo, you see a Ruidian, shifts again and again and again.
As much as we'd like to go into all of the political structure of what we experienced, I'm afraid time is not on our side. We ran into Ludinus in Iselcross. And what he uncovered can change everything.
If you think you're fractured now, you have no idea how bad it's going to get.
You see Allura's like hand out like she's trying to grasp for what question to ask before another voice across the way, the Bright Queen, steps forward a bit. And if you would mind sharing with us what it is Ludinus has discovered that is so dangerous.
Gladly.
Proof. Proof, yeah.
He discovered an orb. Memories of Aor. Everything that happened leading to its downfall.
Its last day, everything that happened, everybody that was there, the truth of every moment of it.
The gods.
I start shifting the silent image to the mortal form of the Everlight, the mortal form of the Dawnfather, the mortal form of the Raven Queen.
They walked on Exandria and contributed to the downfall. You see them as mortals in these memories, and it's not contained to Ludinus, not anymore. He's gonna find a way to share this to everyone on Exandria.
Everyone's going to know.
Just as we mortals, all through history, they have their fallacies.
A couple of chuckles in distant parts of the room.
No, really, it's going to be quite divisive.
You spoke of how unheard of it would be if the betrayer gods, those worshipping them, would contribute to our cause. The betrayers and the Prime, they work together. We saw it.
Happily.
On that day. For that moment. Some of the mages of that city meant to fell gods. And the betrayers and the primes came together and wipe them all out.
They taught them a lesson.
And she steps aside, and as she does, reveals the hooded figure you see there, kind of sitting. And it kind of peeks out from the hood towards Keyleth, and Keyleth goes, "Go on. Go on, I got you."
Everoa, hi. You got this.
Kind of steps out, you know. All I ask... Mouth is so dry. All I ask is some empathy for my brethren, misguided or indoctrinated as some of them may be.
I pass her my water skin, just kind of sneak.
Peeks from the side. That is all. She goes into a kneel. So immediately conversation starts going. People are talking. Don't trust it here. I don't
Sorry,
think
in her head she hears, "You did great, sweetie."
Me and Grog here are just kind of working as temporary bodyguards for two of the dignitaries present.
Which ones?
You can see, like, she looks behind her, and now talking off to the side, you see Keyleth is in the process of having a conversation with Vexalia.
Hey.
So you're like us, you're a freelance adventurer?
Vexalia steps up. Oh, well, I'm glad you all could join us, finally. I'm glad you're all here. Where's the little,
So pretty.
So attractive.
metal
I
one?
know, she's gorgeous.
What did she say?
He sacrificed himself.
I don't know.
No longer with all.
Also, can you remind me, are you with anyone married, spoken for? I can't remember. You're
Are
just
you
absolutely
single?
stunning.
Oh, no, not... No.
He's not talking to you, Pike. He's talking to the pretty
tall
one.
But
The
the
tall
blue feather.
one.
Oh,
Holy shit.
The really great
Just
boobs.
striking image.
So me.
Just
So are you talking to which?
Vex. Talia.
Pike is just right in front.
It was a solid neg with a 4.0 on the dismount. Negging was good, but then you lost it at the end.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Yes.
You put in a good word with your friend there. Yeah, no, that's...
Oh, darling, even if I was single, you couldn't afford me.
Wow.
She's so cool.
Chet, she's with the guy that's in Whitestone.
She was?
Yes,
A lot of time has passed between now and then. I'm just saying these could be end of days.
Together and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, you might like to know this. And I inappropriately opened my blouse up and a little titty falls out.
What? Are you all right?
That's it. It's Delilah. That's Delilah.
Well,
She reaches back for... No. The minute you say Delilah's name, like Keyleth said on a swivel,
Okay.
and Allura goes...
Maybe the wrong time to... She's trapped. She's been
trapped.
She's been trapped.
Locked up.
Soul Anchor? Laudna's in charge? Big magic.
Trapped for all time.
The finest Aor has to offer.
Vexalia kind of steps forward, kind of with Keyleth off to one side and Pike on the other as they all kind of approach Laudna. And Vexalia kind of looking towards the scar. Yeah. Doesn't bother Vex. Like kind of reaches out. Huh? Really?
Yes, it was a whole thing.
So she's
She's alive, but she's just, she's trapped in this little bead.
Technically not alive.
and
Flip the script.
how sure are you that this is perhaps permanent?
Well, that same stone kept a grand demon trapped for
1,000 years.
1,000+ years, yeah.
Give or take.
She and Keyleth share a look. Her and Pike, she looks over towards Allura. Allura goes, Grand Demon, that... good luck, Delilah. At which point, Max goes, oh, I love this. Oh, can you talk to her? Can you, force her to eat bad foods? Can you do it? What is there a way to make her
Most privileged
hurt?
thing I've ever heard. I can it's new. I'm still figuring it out.
All I'm saying, darling, is make her hurt. Oh, well, that's lovely.
There's some history there.
Can you knock on our fishbowl? Can you?
Ding, ding, ding. What happens if I do that?
I mean,
It comes flying out the back.
it's going downhill. Touching it doesn't do anything. Do you want to look inward? Like close your eyes and feel inward?
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 minute.
All right. As you kind of focus, as you focus inward towards where the anger resides inside you, you can feel again that. But whereas once it emanated around you like a cage, now it's just the faintest little tickle on the inside. And as you begin to push inward towards the darkness, the faint. You see something shift in the shadow. You hear the grinding of metal. And as you begin to see some of the shapes, you see a thin, frail, broken wisp of a woman in tattered robes, shackled to an unseen wall, her head hanging down, look up at you with burning purple eyes.
I have a question.
She's just staring at you.
What's your most hated food?
I will find a way out of here.
Okay.
And I will tear you apart, fiber by fiber.
Okay.
I will protract your suffering for eons.
Unseasoned beans it is. All right.
As you pull out of the shadow, her voice gets louder. You will, I will, echoes into the darkness.
Eggs, sunny side up.
She's really not happy.
Beans, she's just gonna have gas for days.
I might sleep well tonight. Thank you for that, Laudna. All right.
We have to have a more frank conversation with the gods at this point. I think they need to put some things on the fucking table.
What, like go talk to him ourselves?
I have been
Face
to
to face,
I
just go
have
up
been
and
to
say,
the
"Hey."
moon.
That's not a bad idea.
We have been to Aeor. We have seen some crazy shit at this point, and maybe this is just I believe everything.
I don't know if it's possible, but that seems like a pretty smart idea, actually.
I don't think anyone can go talk to the gods. That doesn't seem feasible.
Keyleth looks over her shoulder a bit, kind of to a southern direction with a distant stare and says, it's been done with a variety of outcomes.
People have spoken directly.
Not to brag here, but
Oh shit! You've done it?
I've when I used to be part of an adventuring group like you all, we spoke to a few of the gods ourselves.
Which ones?
Someone very dear to me had a very strong connection to the Matron of Ravens.
Whoa.
Nice.
She was cool.
She actually-
was cool.
She is
Not cool.
fine.
Okay.
She was pragmatic.
Sure. She's complicated.
Boy, that's true.
Are you talking about that feathered one? They got turned into a little marble.
Oh,
Just trapped for forever.
May I
marble
What?
may.
Sorry.
don't give.
What? I was just curious.
Keith-
What? I'm sorry.
Keyleth steps towards you.
It's my character. I can bully her if I want to.
That's valid.
Fight.
The greatest loss I've ever suffered, and the deepest wound I still bear to this day, is because of her. She took from me the most important thing I have and will ever know. So yes, she is complicated, and he is gone. And he is in pain, and he is in that tower, in that bridge. And we will destroy it, and we will stop this.
Yes, we will.
Cheers to that.
Maybe all the more reason to go talk to her. Maybe we can get him back.
Maybe you can.
I have no
Make a
interest in
deal.
talking to her. But be mindful. So this is definitely a build of Ruidian make and
Yeah.
experiential inspiration.
Yeah,
You think
I
the
mean,
Mindweaver was able to do something like that?
100%. I mean, look at what we've seen them do. Look what we've seen you do and Odohan do. And you've taken down entire city blocks with just.
God,
a
I
blink
wish
of
I
the
knew
eye.
how I did it.
So you're thinking these people from Ruidus or? Okay.
There will be no wiping out of these people.
If we take out the bridge, I mean, ideally we would still be able to help those.
Wouldn't that isolate them?
Well, yeah,
Wouldn't
I
we
mean,
be a-
but we now know of a passage that Ludinus doesn't even know about. We found a path.
Are we going to tell?
back door.
Are we going to tell people about that passage?
We already have.
knows.
knows, yeah.
But I mean, are we going to tell everyone about that passage?
No.
I would also
Unless she
just
has.
argue, though, you're talking about a pinprick in a giant levee. You're talking about. It's
That's
a
a one by
It's a
one.
one-way road. Exactly. If anything goes tits up on Ruidus, we're not saving masses. We're saving few.
We're doing exactly what the gods did.
I don't want to kill them, and I don't want to lock them in there.
That's my only question.
Oh, I don't want to lock them in either. I want to help them.
It just feels like Ludinus has been 2, 4, 6 steps ahead of us this whole time. He has to be anticipating that the first response would be to destroy the bridge, right?
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Guilt, though.
I mean, as someone who's died a few times,
Yeah.
there are elements of it that are pretty thrilling. It's pretty crazy. You cannot deny that it's an experience.
Where did you go? Do you remember?
Do you remember?
We need to stop hanging out.
Married couples.
Wait.
We'll stop
Four
in
of
10
them.
years.
Yeah.
What is that? What's an octuple? What is it?
Octogenarians. Yeah, wait, hold on. It was
Getting there.
yeah.
Well, like, did you? I mean, this is kind of a larger
No, it's
question,
octa.
but
No.
did you, as Matilda, worship any gods?
Well, we were from Whitestone, so there's kind of a precedent to, at least give your attention, or at least some reverence to the Dawnfather, but we weren't super religious, I would say. It was more of a cultural tradition. So you'd pray, we would do the little, spring festivals to try and bring in good crops and say goodbye to the winter weather and worship the sun that is peeking out from behind the gray skies that's going to bless our crops with bounty.
Do you think that the gods get power from that kind of worship? Or do you think they get power from genuine devotion?
From what I saw at the temple that we were at when we were separated, I don't feel like the Dawnfather was necessarily looking for real devotion. I feel like anything would have done. There was too much pressure. Maybe it's better.
What's more pure devotion than to pray for some sunshine and rain? It's simple, but it's pure.
To answer your question, Fern, when I died, of course it was a bit of a unique experience because I was bound by Delilah. Was put in her little box of a realm. Stasis, darkness. Just this aimless limbo with no certainty or guarantee or loss or happiness in any direction. You're just floating. But, from what I know of the gods, if you are one of their devout worshippers, you get sent off to their little pocket realm, their little dimension, to float endlessly as a little speck of dust, a little mote of light, with no feeling or certainty. Seems kind of similar, but I don't know. Who's to say?
What happens to none of the above?
Are we really the group of people that we think it's our job to decide what happens to all of the souls for all of eternity?
Who else?
I don't think it's about, to Chetney's point, what happens to the rest of the souls of eternity. I think, unfortunately, it just feels like this is a one day at a time type of a situation.
If you have doubt, come into it if you'd
We
like.
could do truth or dare. Truth or dare, but then you have to also like a spin the bottle situation.
You just really want to play
Where'd
spin
the
the bottle?
bottle
Yeah,
come
because I think
from?
it's hilarious.
We're in a tree.
Play a D&D, spin the bottle. On our maybe last night on Exandria, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just
So-
putting it out there.
So you,
You think we're gonna die tomorrow?
Maybe
we'll
not
ask
tomorrow,
a
but
question,
maybe like in the next couple days.
and if you don't tell the truth, you have to kiss someone. Is that right?
Maybe.
Sure.
Or if you can either answer or kiss someone.
You're
just
if you
gonna
don't
kiss
wanna speak
everybody.
truth.
Oh no! Will their relationship survive?
You have permission.
Yeah.
Mainly because I want to know what it's like.
All right.
Does it have weird breath? Does it smell like grass?
Wait, you're human face though. You don't have like cow
Yes,
face.
but I'm getting a little bit excited. And so my bovine features are
starting to come out?
flare out a little bit.
Oh.
Time to ride the mechanical bull.
This was a mistake.
All of this was a mistake.
No, this is amazing.
9
All right.
leading to this.
Roll for kiss.
Performance check?
You okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I rolled. Oh wait, what kind of a check? Is that charisma?
Performance, yeah.
Performance.
21 over here.
Wow.
Giving it my all. I'm doing all the tricks.
A 13. I'm not as into it.
Checks
on
out.
you.
Checks out.
My mouth is all on you. Just
Bring my hand up.
Okay.
You ever see when like a cow goes up to something and just like licks
licks
sideways,
it.
like,
That was great. That was really good.
I appreciate your.
So glad we played this game.
That was good.
I don't like this rule. I want to know if you're going to turn on us. I feel like that's an appropriate.
Yes.
It's a possibility.
Was it
It's
like
a possibility.
His
Great.
tongue?
Yeah, it was.
Cool.
I don't like that answer.
Yeah, his nose felt bigger up close.
Ashton, do you agree with lewdness?
No.
Laudna?
And then I'm just gonna hold the sticks.
I was about to ask you a question.
Hey, Alistair.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
This is fun, but there's something that's been weighing on me since I've been back.
Okay.
I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry.
Are you alright?
No, this is supposed to be fun, but I heard you say to Orem and to Imogen that if something happened to you, where you put us at risk, that you would be willing to sacrifice yourself for all of us. I'm sorry. If the shoe were on the other foot, and Imogen were to become a vessel for Predathos, would you be able to do the same?
If she asked me to, just in the same way that I asked them.
Well, then I'll say it now. If I put you all at harm, do what it takes to defeat me.
It will be the absolute last resort.
Sorry, I hate being a downer.
This is what we're here
Do you want to
for.
spin the bottle, Dorian?
Well, I'm not gonna skip this opportunity.
I don't understand the rules anymore.
There are no rules. We live in
Oh my god,
chaos.
if it ends on Chet again.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Aura.
Hold on, personally, I'd like to see it.
Well, everyone's getting what they deserve, aren't they?
You could always like. Listen. I mean,
Pick up that little droid, give him a kiss.
What are we rolling?
Performance.
Performance.
Because it's funny. And most everyone's bad at it.
This is hilarious.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I had a 3.
I rolled a 2.
that's just
This is like the two teenagers with headgear, like trying to find a way in.
Well, that answers that question.
Sorry about that.
It just turns into a hug.
Yep.
Yeah, like an awkward peck. I imagine I try to go left, but you do too, and then we like crack our heads, and then it happens again.
Yeah, we accidentally kiss each other on the lips when neither intended to.
Correct.
And,
Yeah, and we're
ends
making it count.
fast.
Yeah.
The juvenility of this is making me so happy.
Well, this has been fun, y'all.
Should probably get some sleep.
I'm gonna just telekinetically pick up one of the blankets on the bed and hold it up in front of them.
Okay.
Just give them some privacy.
Okay.
More private room. Okay, great.
I just throw the blanket over top of them. All right.
Spooky ghost.
Don't want to hold it anymore.
We do it for you all the time.
Afraid to drop the spell.
Her head kind of turns back over her shoulder towards nothing.
Be safe,
I
Mama.
can't stay long.
Yeah.
Imogen. Ludness is asking me to do something.
What?
He wants me to channel a memory through a nexus at the ley line. On Exandria, something he brought back. I don't know the contents, I don't know the impact, but he's been very emphatic. And I don't know if this will impact you.
He's relying on you to do this.
He says with the exaltant powers that I carry, at a ley line nexus, that should be enough to broadcast.
If you can keep it from happening, do so. But if it puts you at risk, Mama, do what it takes to keep his trust.
I'll do what I can. I don't want to do it if it'll harm you.
It'll harm everyone.
So do I or not? Do I make a stand, or do I go through with it and hope for the best? If push comes to shove, it'll reach a breaking point where either I have to or not.
If you can keep from doing it and get away, but Mom, if there's somebody else that can do it, if he's just gonna hurt you and turn to somebody else, then keep yourself safe for the bigger fight. All right?
Okay. Okay. I have to go. Stay safe.
I love you.
I love you too. The winds and dust, the storm rush in as your vision blinks. You feel the grain.
If maybe your mom's looking for a way out. Like if she's telling you like, I'm gonna go do this thing, but if you send somebody to stop me, then she doesn't have to complete it, and she can be, none the wiser or feign ignorance.
With the channeling of the thing
Yeah,
at the
if
nexus?
she's going to Aor to use the
She's
thing,
not going to Aor.
or whatever ley line nexus they were talking about. It's got to be something from that
Did
place.
she say which ley line nexus?
Nope.
Well,
Did she?
Well,
She did not.
well,
No.
though, hang on,
where we
because
The big one.
The big one, yeah.
the big one.
The bloody
Nazareth?
bridge.
Yeah, it's got to be the
It's-
bloody bridge, right? Because we know that it's converging.
They're all
It
Right?
could be. There are multiple nexuses across Exandria.
Whitestone.
Grandma.
I wonder too
That's a whole
if,
thing.
even if we don't know where Liliana is going to tap into to do this like transmission, if we know when she's going to do it, maybe our Rudisborn over here can also tap in and cause like interference, like static, like a technical difficulty card.
Your fingers are coming loose when you do that.
Snap it back.
Where it's
into
like,
place.
Maybe.
Another thing, you're right. The ideas are hot right now.
Telling you.
All right, the other thing is, we know Ludinus, for like centuries, has been going to the Feywild and murdering Fey to suck them into his body to like prolong his life.
They don't like him.
Yeah, do the Seelie know this? Do the Seelie or the Unseelie or does anyone
Do they know that
know?
he's been killing off all of the big fey creatures?
Yes.
Well, I mean, Zathuda doesn't like him.
Because I just wonder if it's like, hey, this person you have a tentative deal with.
Yeah.
He's sort of been preying on your people for a long time, so maybe you should be mad at him.
Yeah. Maybe.
We have numerous corroborations defining Ludinus's plot to unleash the entity within the depths of Ruidus's core. To move with speed, our central strike team requires experience with Ruidus's topography, layout, culture, and ultimately, the plans of the Vanguard. We have universally agreed in our council upon one such team. They have directly survived multiple encounters with Ludinus and his conspirators, have allies on Ruidus willing to aid them, and have among them multiple Ruidus-born capable of pursuing him beyond boundaries few may be able to.
Everyone look cool.
We recommend Bell's Hells to complete this final mission. The room still feels tense and silent. There is some
Thank you, Jester.
curious glances and some folks looking around the chamber for what and who that means.
Can I just like thaumaturgy, like a little wind? Like we have a wind machine in front of us. So
Yeah,
our-
I'll give aid
That
for
doesn't
that
help
because
me
it only.
at all.
Yeah, a little just like.
Gil, as we've seen, our Great Mother is with us. And we have the holiness of the Platinum Dragon amongst us. Yet there are dark magics put upon this, a necromantic bent that is sent to correspond with the light of holiness. Would you please assure us? How can we expect and hope that you will stay on the path of the righteous as well?
I promise?
Pinky swear.
Death is still very much a part of life. And while some may balk at the necromantic arts, they are still a part of the greater magics, blessed to us by the gods of Exandria, by the Archheart, and furthermore, stewarded from the Matron of Ravens. When fighting such darkness, we have found it is often beneficial to have just a little bit of darkness on your side.
Make a persuasion check.
Same Sam Regal.
Yeah.
Don't make that face.
Picture face. Picture face. Persuasion.
Yes.
Natural 20!
As you say this, three figures stand from the side that were kind of obscured from your vision in the shadows of the sunlight that's been cast through the far form and what bit of like golden light sits in this chamber and the clusters of people. There was one element that almost seemed like your eyes didn't focus on. And as these few figures stand, you see these black, shrouded, veiled, robed figures. As they all stand in response to your statement, the room turns its attention. One of them steps forward. The Coven of the Veil hears her words. And we know this to be true. For what does light do but cast a shadow? They are in tandem, or should be. And it would be foolish to think one should exist without the other. It's about the balance. And there is much light in this group. We are comforted that a shadow walks among them and in step.
There's fire. I should have said that. That whole like shadow
No,
light.
it's
That was a good
it's
one.
good to have him say it about
Yeah. That's exactly what I meant.
The room awaits somebody to kind of break the ice for a moment before Keyleth steps forward to the center of the chamber. So, lest anyone else seems to have more to prove, a better plot, and a stronger, more stalwart gathering of powers, minds, and hearts than what we've presented here, then these are your greatest hopes, even if just a few hopes of many. But these are the brightest hopes among them. Family bound to the memory of a fallen hero or two. Lend Bell's Hells your trust and faith. Lady Fern Calloway, Fae Scion of the Ancient Flame. Laudna, Veil Mistress of the Shadow Tree. Ashton the Reforged, Hammer of Paradox. Chetney Pakapi, High Hunter and Lupine Paragon. Dorian Storm, Master Muse and Son of the Wind. Imogen Timot, Exultant Hope of the Red Storm. Orum of the Arashari, Savior Blade of the Tempest, she says with a smile. And Breus Doomseed, Nascent Might of the Platinum's Call.
Okay.
Keyleth steps up to you, Imogen. As everyone's finally like descending the stairs, and she just kind of like saddles alongside you. I think of everyone here, you carry a very particular burden going into this. Are you all right?
Well, I wasn't lying. I'll be glad to get rid of lewdness. I don't know how much you know. Can't remember. How much does Keyleth know about our connections? Like, does she knows about my mom? She knows all of that?
Have you? You said in previous you told her everything,
Okay.
but I'm asking you how comfortable you are in telling her what. Do you think you've told her?
We kind of made the case that it was good that you were so close to
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah, but I don't think I've said since we've been back.
Right. I think she knows you being an exultant root is born,
Right.
and those facets of it. But you may not. She may not be fully aware of the way. If I recall correctly.
My mother helped us on Ruidus. She almost came back with us. I told her to stay, and it's something I struggle with. every day. I didn't trust her in that moment. I didn't trust that she wouldn't take our information and run it back. But she spoke to me today before the meeting and gave me some very important information. I was actually looking for the right moment to tell you about it.
Okay.
Lewdness, and I tell her everything about the
Right.
the simulacrum and the unseelie court. And
She nods.
he should be doing that in the next couple days. I think what she said was trustworthy. I think she put herself at great risk to let us know. She might even put herself at greater risk when she helps disseminate the information that we all uncovered in Aor. If it came down to it and we were around, I would love the chance to get her out. I wouldn't put us all at risk. I wouldn't put everyone here at risk for that, though. I want you to know.
I appreciate that. Do you trust her? Do you think we can trust that her aid is sound?
I think so.
Okay.
The closer they get to Predathos on the moon, though, I think the harder it'll be for her to actually help us. That pull is strong. And if I'm being honest, I'm a little terrified of getting right up next to it. But everyone here, they have my back, and I know they'll pull me back if need be.
Don't let go of that.
Do you trust me?
She kind of glances around for Orem. I trust him, and he trusts you, so I trust you. And in a strange way, having been young and had far more weight than I was ever built to hold put upon my shoulders, I also see a bit of myself in each of you. But you, in a particular way I can't describe. So I have to.
If I'm anything like you, it would be a great compliment.
All right.
These reds are sharp.
18.
18. You're following in Chetney's wake as that branch that moves past strikes you right across the jaw and shoulder and just carves right past you like a blade. You take 4 points of slashing damage.
It like kind of cuts the side of my mouth and exposes a bit of my like back gum.
I want to know how I got these scars.
Yeah.
Imogen.
20.
20. Coasting down, carefully following behind. You watch as Fern gets struck and you kind of follow into that position behind, avoiding that branch.
Horse girl.
Horse
I mean,
girl.
you know, you comfy in this.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Are we waiting for something to happen?
Or are we actually attacking? Are we gonna attack?
The whole point is to sour the unseelie on Luda. What's going to sour them on Luda? Us attacking them?
No. Need more information. We need to get down and see what's
Yeah, we should go down.
Yeah, let's go down and
we need
stealth
to see
around.
what's actually happening.
We're gonna go down. We can skitter around.
On the wall?
Yeah, there's a
What is that?
slight little. Let's skitter till we find
do
a
that.
nice, easy. There's got to be a way up and
Yeah.
down here.
I agree with Ashton. Let's get closer.
Make note. I am agreed
To
with.
be just walking along the top of a wall.
No, it's a parapet, so there's like we can crouch.
Oh, okay, okay,
There's
okay.
a 2-foot lip.
Got
From
it.
below, that's
Skitter.
people
not a-
going up.
It's not a lot of space to.
You got some pass without
Yeah.
I'm gonna use another sorcery point. No, I can't do that. I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Wow. Don't trust the pass. All right.
No, I do. I just don't trust me.
No, that's right.
Send in some
So there's-
stealthies?
There's 6 people outside and 3 inside.
We don't have conversations happening here, do we? Or do we?
Might be happening
Nine's a
inside.
lot.
We don't know. Should we send in the invisibles to...
What if we just watched for a few minutes?
Sure.
So yeah, Laudna says all of that over comms.
Does Pate see Glimblot anywhere?
Does Pate say
Kumquat?
Pate does not see Glimlet
I
anymore.
mean, do you see Greenblood anywhere? You have seen invisibility, right?
I do, but I don't see him.
Can Pate get to one of the windows? Or
So that's exactly what I was gonna say. Because Pate's invisible, I'm gonna have him. Can I have him swoop down and peek into one of these little like top windows?
Pate, make a stealth check with advantage.
no.
With advantage.
He's invisible.
And he actually has very high stealth.
Errol.
Come on, Bubby. You got this, buddy.
I believe in our 80% threat.
Come on.
Kill his invisibles.
Sneaky Pete.
Oh my god. That's not real. That's not real.
Did you wait?
2 and a
Wait, you're right by Aura. Never mind.
No, Pate's
Pate's
not.
not.
Am I by or does my
No.
Okay, cool.
So bad.
That's
Good try there.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough.
7.
Wow.
He has +5 stealth. He's actually pretty good.
You keep
That's
saying
not
that.
that
His
good.
perception blew ass, and so did his
Well, his
stealth.
perception sucks.
He's fired.
But I rolled a 2. Okay.
So he flies and lands on the edge of the windowsill, and his feet like miss catching a purchase on it, and kind of slips, and he like skitters down, and like the sound of heavy bone and preserved rat carcass kind of slap against the stone below. Picks up and kind of flickers his invisibility for a second. Kind of, oh, sorry. Shut up. Your connection's lost.
Yeah.
We're made.
We're made. We're made.
Well, Pate is made.
Pate's made.
Well, all of us are made now. They know that somebody's here.
Well, I mean, it was
Finally.
You're at least on edge.
There's lots of little weird
Creatures.
creatures
Okay.
in the Fae.
You do
So-
also know that when your familiar is destroyed, they vanish.
Yeah.
There's no like
Anything left behind.
Remnants.
yeah. So went powdered like a moth.
Yeah.
staying low. So the 120-foot range on the silence. Indeed, you can.
Yeah, dude.
You throw silence over as the guy goes like.
Won't last for long.
Dorian, get him! Kill him,
Pulls out
Dorian!
its 2 blades and seems confused. What are the rest of you doing?
Okay.
This is wide open, right?
I can't see
Yeah.
anything, right? I'm not seeing any of this happen.
You're over here by the window. If you wanted to like fly over
But
and
I
You-
would
you
hear
know in
people.
our
Oh,
heads.
that's true. Everybody
yeah,
can
you're talking. You're
everybody
hearing all
say.
this stuff happening. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna peek out the other side. If I peek out the other side, can I see?
Yeah, you
Or go
definitely
around?
see him up there.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone's got some range stuff, and
I will-
Dorian, you'll hear in your
okay,
head. You got a
so-
second.
Wait, are you doing something?
I mean, I can.
He's
Or
gonna
we can do it
move
at the same
fast.
time. I'm gonna lower down to where I'm not gonna be sticking out above, so I'll just like drop.
Uh huh.
I have an idea too.
Go for it.
And
And I'm gonna psychic lance him.
ooh,
Okay. So you psychic lance him. What's his save? Intelligence.
That's a 19
19
intelligence.
No, that is a 12.
Okay, great. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh god.
6,
Oh god.
7.
This is one off, by the way.
Yeah.
You also
25
can't cast
points of
spells
psychic
hidden
damage.
behind this. 5 points?
25 points.
25.
So good to remember you cannot cast spells.
Toy.
Okay, so like he goes and pulls his blades out, like these two hooked short swords, and then like does this massive scream that just makes no sound as he's clutching his head, stumbles onto one leg,
And
but is
he's
still
incapacitated.
standing. He's incapacitated, yeah. So he's just like going.
So
Kill him
I
now if
see
you
what
want,
I don't see, but I see him clutch his head, and then from where I am, I'm going to sink my fingers into the dirt and tap into all of the dead bodies that are here, and it just from 350 feet away, 240 feet away, I'm gonna do a chill touch, and so like it's kind of like a elven skeletal hand just comes up from under the ground.
Okay. You roll for attack on this?
And starts to yank him down.
Okay, he's incapacitated, so I have advantage on the attack.
Natural 20.
And a 1.
And a 1.
You guys are just swinging back. You're good.
19 double.
38.
So 38.
How do you want to do that?
Yes!
Quietly.
Quietly. Kind of seeing him. I almost want to combo attack this with Imogen. Like it kind of happened at the same time. So like, yeah, as he like arches back almost in like in a broken way, you see this hand just basically come up and just suck him underground.
So Evil Dead.
And just like is gone. Like the ground itself seems to like
Just
swallow him
swallows
up. You swear you see like the loose earth go.
As soon as I
Does he recognize that voice at all? Is that Zathuda?
That's
Ludinus.
That's Ludinus.
Talking shit to Lord
To the
Zathuda.
Sathuda.
Can I peek in this top window? Just very stealthily peek in one of the upper floor windows.
Sure, you're gonna do. You like climb into the
I've
window.
got so that spider climb. And I just want to peek through.
I'm gonna tell her that Glomgled is on the ceiling.
I just want to.
You kind of go in and you can see there's like slits. Most of it's just like a stone wall, but there's almost like.
I'm gonna cast animate object on the statue.
Oh shit.
Well, shit's going.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast.
You now like, as you cast animate object, the statue of the Archite that stands there, the form of it, kind of like steps off of its pedestal, and you hear. Are you kidding me? Then there's a loud whistle, and what you don't notice is just out of sight of you, wings go moving as Glomglut was kind of attached on one of the higher parts of the dome, lands on the ground. All of you feel like this impact from inside, and the three dark fae figures that were walking towards the entrance kind of stop and turn.
Glomglut's on the ground now?
And draw their weapons and go like rushing into the central chamber.
Drop it.
Glomglut's on the ground?
Correct.
Great. Okay.
I'll
You hear the sounds of combat.
I'm
beginning
going.
to
Oh
ensue.
shit balls, motherfucker! You do it. You do it. I'm gonna go up to the roof, and I'm gonna cast pass wall.
And I'm walking
that?
just. Oh no, I'm
Create an
exactly
opening
where I
through
wanna
the
be.
roof.
You're gonna let him
How
out?
big?
No, just small. It's like this big, just so I can see through what's happening.
Okay. You do so, and how wide can you make it?
I can
That's
make it
cool.
wide, but I'm only gonna make it like 3 feet wide, so I can see.
Okay. So you kind of what you want to do is you probably want to fly into the window and do it because the overall ceiling has towers above it.
Okay.
So in order to like get to the dome there, you'd have to. You can actually probably fly into where she
Where
is to look
Laudna is?
inside. You just
Great.
they have a pin bit of
Great. Then
view
me and
there.
Lana can both see.
Okay, so so you kind of fly in where Laudna
Yeah,
is, kind
nice.
of glancing in that window, and you can kind of you open a space there in the middle of the stone. Now you have a good view of the interior.
Okay. As soon as Fern hits,
So Fern, you're rushing inside to see where these pillars are.
or you.
And to give you
I'll
some
go in.
perspective, this is the statue that is currently battling.
Yeah. Thought it was a little bit bigger than that, but.
We'll say Ludinus is back here.
That's not.
This is not what I was expecting. Yeah, this is a little more complicated.
I'm not knocking anything down.
We can
The
bring the ceiling down.
Maybe.
On top of us.
That's a big.
On top of us.
the entities there. Those are the three dark fae that have rushed back in. And then here.
3 dark fae.
Yeah. Our perception of the scenario was a little off here.
We got this.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Holy.
There is a shift on the foundation of the chamber.
Right as she was so that pillar's like broken.
That one, and that now is not kind
It's
of,
like
its stone is hanging, and about the last 40 feet of it are just kind of like.
Then I'm gonna try to telekinesis grip the other pillar and pull to like shift it to where it like makes that unstable as well.
I'm also at this point.
And just like starts yelling that direction. Gloamglut that is currently like curled up, kind of like turns back in your direction.
Does he see me?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Can I?
Well, yes.
And that's what we're gonna pick up.
No!
We're made.
As Gloamglut, the Sorrow Lord, and Ludinus's simulacrum currently finish figuring out what is happening and turning in your direction as you spin to flee. The rest of you just on the outskirts of this temple, either the front door or, in this case, Imogen and Laudna, who are at an upper floor looking in through a series of visual slits in the stone. We come to roll initiative.
That fast, huh?
Because we thought the dragon was this big, but then it was this big.
Much bigger.
I still have spider climb up.
You do.
So first things first, I'm the realist.
Oh, God.
I am damn it. I am going
Jenny, you're on
to
deck.
See, the orb seed is not fun.
No, it's
You don't
not.
know
cast
what the
mirror
future
image on
is.
myself.
Okay. Mirror image is up on you.
Okay. And then
Go ahead and put this blue tag on you to represent the mirror image.
I'm going to bonus action a form of dread.
Describe to me how your form of dread now appears with the current dynamic between you and Delilah.
I haven't thought about this at all. Okay. It's because Laudna is like super dom right now. So it's like full spooky Victorian ghost realness, but like her own version that's like less influenced by Delilah. So
Okay.
it's like if Laudna was
My number one worst.
More creepy Victorian banshee than.
creepy Victorian banshee.
Got it. Awesome.
Yes.
Absolute
Basically, what I looked like in the Travis Spooktacular.
Gotcha.
Remember that?
Great.
It's
I
that.
do.
It's that.
Alrighty. So that's your bonus action. Your action. You want to stay put or you want to move?
Can I like just kind of skitter inside and like okay? Because can I see everything pretty clearly from here?
Between the slit, you can see kind of this kind
But
of
I also
area
opened
here.
up a hole, remember?
Oh, that's right. You did. So yeah, you actually have a pretty decent view from up here.
If I can see anything, then I'll just stay put. How long is that gonna last? Is that gonna
Forever.
She carved a hole.
Oh, I thought it was like a magic. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, yeah. Then I'll just stay put right here, especially for. I'll stay put right here.
You got it. Lana finishes to go. Chetney, you're up with.
Oh, it's power words.
Okay, okay.
He looks over to you and goes, and says a phrase in Elvish that you don't understand, but the minute your brain receives it, your whole body is racked with like a flash of pain.
I counterspell it.
You counterspell it.
Yeah.
Oh, because she's right
Our
there.
location, but
Okay.
I mean,
What's your
maybe.
range?
If she's
Theoretically.
stunned,
60
then,
feet,
like,
right?
The whole thing is
Yeah.
out the window. Yeah.
Oh, he is just.
It might not work. It might not work.
Now,
It might
mind
not
you,
work.
it's an 8th level spell. So go ahead. Power word stun is an 8th level spell. So go ahead and roll to see if you can.
So we're rolling no matter. I'm rolling no matter what.
Yeah.
Like if I cast at a higher level, it doesn't matter because we're still rolling, right?
Well,
You also didn't say it.
you also didn't say it, so I assume it's space level counterspell, unless you say it what level.
Fine.
So yeah, so you just
There's no save on this, right?
there's no save. If they're under a certain hit point threshold, they're just stunned. It's a powerful
What's the spell? What's he
power word
casting?
stun.
Power stun.
Yeah.
I
Well, it's
had a
under
couple hit-
100 points, right? Is that par?
150.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't have had a
That's
chance. Yeah, I wouldn't have had a chance.
That's
Yeah,
massive.
that's just me.
That's
Power word
darting.
is me.
All the
What do I
power
have
words
to
are
roll?
me. You have to roll to make
You know, there's just enough number of years in between
Right, so you-
our and counting power words.
So you roll and add your spell modifier, which is charisma, right? So you just roll and add your charisma. You're trying to beat an 18. It's 10 plus the spell's level.
10 plus the spell's level.
Correct.
Just my charisma modifier? I'm just adding my charisma modifier or my spell
No, just your charisma modifier.
Yeah, so you gotta roll a 13.
a 13 or higher?
Yep.
You could do
I
it.
hate this.
13
I
or
always
higher.
hate
Got
this.
it.
Come
In
on,
the bag.
come on, come on.
Let's go. Done.
Come on.
It's done.
I've got
You
the
already
strength of
did it.
bow on my hands. Let's go! Live. 20 total.
That's a 15.
That's the whole plan.
It's my eye makeup.
That's your eye makeup.
Because he isn't aware of your presence, he does not have the ability to counterspell. I won't let him, because normally he would counterspell your counterspell, but he was unaware of your presence. He goes and releases the word. As it begins to strike into you, suddenly the spells unravel, and he goes, and glances up and sees both of you up through the hole immediately.
What? I look like a Victorian ghost in a window, so
You
we're
do.
just. I'm just like.
and someone who looks at Liliana going,
In a window perfectly targeted.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah, exactly. I look like a bad effect in like,
Right.
hey, London dark history crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so with that, as the spell fizzles, he kind of like
Jellyfishing.
he flicks his hand, his good hand, and looks up and says, "It seems we're being ambushed," and that's gonna end his turn. Ash, you're up first with Fern on deck.
Hey.
If you can call it a plan.
Your finishes. It's now Glomgut's go.
Yeah.
The energy is forming up inside the mouth, and you watch the Sorrow Lord looking down, seeing this cage there, pulls up on the reins, and Glomglut fires dark flames that go above where the cage is and arcs across the ceiling over to where the two of you are standing.
Well, you know.
I need both of you, Imogen and Laudna, to roll a dexterity saving throw for me. Because you are both partially, you have half cover because you're kind of in this area here, you have +2 to your dexterity saving throw.
Okay. +2. Okay.
Alrighty.
We got 2 witches in a hole and 1 in the box.
All right.
Natural 20.
So you take 16 points of fire damage.
Dark fire.
Yes.
Would that hit a mirror image or?
It is just a blast. It's not an attack roll, so I don't
So
think
no.
it affects
Okay.
it.
Does the fire have any other effects besides just getting burned? Like necrotic or anything?
Not that you know.
Not that we know of, okay.
24.
24, you also take 16 points of fire damage. It like carves through the ceiling. You see like all the beautiful like carvings and artwork, the kind of like ivy and vine, somewhat cluttered and covered spaces, just get charred in a line across, and you see the stone kind of like glowing with the heat from its impact as it just burns into the hole that you've made. You both just barely get out of the way to not take the full brunt of it, but it still kind of like blasts you to the ground, and you have to kind of pat yourself out for a second as the beam comes to a close. With that, it's gonna pull up on the reins a bit, and Glumglut's gonna go ahead and
Oh, it's moving.
Oh, yeah.
die.
Die for it.
Alrighty, so finishing that go.
It flew up and it's looking at Imogen and I.
It's
now?
like onto the
like
stone,
right in front of
right where
us?
both of you are.
Split lower jaw.
That's cool.
With
That's
that,
terrifying, but that's cool.
the Sorrow Lord leaps from Glumglut's back through the hole that you've created. Jesus. And you watch as he kind of like darts through the air and then vanishes into a plume of dark smoke before reappearing right behind both of you.
Daddy's gonna attack us.
Yep.
Daddy's gonna hit us. But we're here with your daughter.
He doesn't care. He immediately is going to pull out Dusk Hunger and make 3 strikes with it. That's going to be against you, Imogen. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
against you, Laudna. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
I already used my reaction, didn't I? I can't shield.
No, but you do have mirror image. This does.
I do. So, mirror image. Natural 20.
Go off, dog. Different
Would've
dice,
been
too. Go off.
Great, honestly, if it was for something else.
Okay,
But that's fine. That's how.
so it's going to go ahead and.
First one. That's just your
my
first
first one.
All right. For against you, Imogen, you take 15 points of slashing damage, plus 5 points of fire. It swings towards you and carves one of the mirror images away. With its final attack, spins around to try and still carve through the other versions of you floating around, hoping to find the actual originated caster. That is going to be a 28 to hit.
Me?
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, that hits. Woo! Mirror image.
So mirror image.
No.
Not a natural 20.
Not a natural 20.
All right, that's going to be 16 points of slashing damage, plus 8 points of fire damage.
16 and then 8. Okay.
As he kind of stands there, carves into you all there behind the helmet, the voice kind of rings up from within. We don't need your influence on my daughter's true path here. That's all he says. Finishing his go, that brings us now to the end. Actually, at the end of their turn, Glomglut's going to use a legendary action.
Cool.
To use I was going to use 2 legendary actions. To use a rend attack against. Let's see. On a 1 to 3, it's you. On a 4 to 6, it's Imogen. It's Imogen. That's going to put us at.
Can he get to a rend attack right now?
The rend attack has a 10-foot reach, and so like he's like up against the wall, and she's right there, so he's kind of reaching in and like striking his arm through, and kind of catches you off the side. You do have a +2 to your armor class because you're by the wall, but he did roll a total of 27. So with that, that's going to be 3d10.
Bunch of ones.
That's actually really bad. So it's 12 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
That's a really bad roll. And that's going to finish that legendary action. Now, Imogen, it's your go with Orm on deck.
Okay.
Thoughts, cons.
I'm going to.
Anything useful? Telepathic responsible action.
I'm gonna use Misty Step,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bamf myself onto the saddle on Glomglut.
Oh!
Yes.
He left him open. Come on,
He
horse
did,
girl.
he did.
Come on, horse girl.
Did.
Oh wow, really?
Get
Okay.
it. Get it. Get it.
Wow.
Wow.
Sick.
Spread your
Love it.
Actually, that has a really good look to it.
Yeah.
It feels very
Feels
natural.
right.
I'm mad.
understanding.
Oh my god.
I have to be an avatar. Stick your tail dick in its ear.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Are you like, is this a Western saddle?
Yes.
Perfect.
And I'm going to. He can teleport himself. Your dad, right? He has.
You watched him
Misty
do
Step
it.
as well.
Quick animal handling.
Our plan is
It's just going to shit. Can I grab the reins?
Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the reins. Can I try to take control of him?
You can certainly try.
Yeah!
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
We
Let's do
ain't
it.
come this far. You're on the saddle on the
Come
back
on.
of an enemy's dragon.
Are you
This
gonna-
is what these moments
You're
were
breaking
made
a horse
for.
right here. You gotta
Oh,
break
yeah.
a horse.
So,
Horse.
Yeah.
Right, glum, glum.
as you try and pull on the
8
reins here, this. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to consider this an animal handling check.
Okay.
It is a challenging DC.
Yeah, I figured.
It does not know who's on its back. It did not watch who got there, so it's just reacting to the reins that are present. So it's not impossible.
Yeah.
Guys,
This is what I. This was my job.
It is.
Talk to it in its
Because of
mind.
your background, I'll give you advantage on it. But it is a challenging DC.
Do you have bless?
I don't have
Guidance is
not really.
touch.
Yeah,
But if I
guidance-
see it, can I?
No,
can I-
guidance is
Okay.
no. It's a touch. Guidance is touch.
Good try for the
I
negotiation.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
If bless is up,
You
though,
know they're
bless.
coming. You know they're coming.
Yeah.
Feel this. I feel it in my bones. It's gonna be good.
20.
20. Okay. You tug on the reins, and you see like the claw that just struck you is like in the hallway, pulling, like reaching for you and trying to go for Laudna. As you pull the reins back, it withdraws and just holds there.
Did it work?
You don't know. But it definitely withdrew its arm from the hole that it attacked you on.
We have a dragon.
Yes.
Maybe we don't know.
Crazy.
She did disappear.
Crazy.
She did disappear. So, it may have just reacted to that.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Both her and her rider disappeared into a chamber, and then she appeared on its back. For the moment, it doesn't
think
seem to
I'm-
have noticed a change.
Okay.
So
Was that bonus action?
Just kind of wrap my hands around the Sorrow Lord and cast Blight.
Yeah.
So he has disadvantage on his saving
he
throw.
does. Now, the Sorrow Lord does have advantage on saving throws against magic and other effects, being a fae.
Sorry.
He has advantage on magic and spell effects, being a fae.
Annoying. Okay.
So it just becomes a standard roll. So you've negated his advantage.
That's good.
That's really good.
All right.
Your face.
That's going to be an 11.
Okay.
He rolled real low.
Fails.
He's more.
The spirit screams as it vanishes and like spearing into his body right as the spell takes effect.
Okay. 8.
Can we get one more?
Y'all, I might have just unleashed Gloomglut's attack on everybody in this room.
What?
Why? Could you move him?
I moved him, and I don't know what he's about to
So
do.
Over the
Gloomglut,
other side.
you pull back this way, away from that side. Cannot see in that chamber.
Not directing us.
As the beam is charging up, it's going to look over there and see a number of targets.
Can I try to pull? Can I try to pull up on the
reins.
reins like I saw him do, and pull it up to where it shoots up to the ceiling instead?
We can certainly try.
Okay.
So you pull him back out there, like you manage to direct his movement. He's still taking his action, but you can try and pull it away. Make a strength check. That's
Oh,
Rank
boy.
check?
of course, you're trying to pull a dragon's head up.
Yeah.
So it's you versus Gloomgut's strength. It's a contested roll.
Contested roll.
You ever
Natural
tried pulling
20.
on a clock?
Natural 20.
Yeah, why not? Questions all day.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, for against a dragon,
For
I rolled a
another person.
13.
It's not enough. Sorry, but good work, good try. So as you yank on the reins, the dark fire beam, the dark fire gaze, just kind of burns to across the ground.
Sorry, you guys. Oh no.
It hits the emissary, Dorian, Fern, and the guardian there. Sarlord's gonna put his blade down from an aggressive standpoint and go towards you, Laudna, and Ira, and be like, "Look, I think with him gone, we should have a conversation."
Insight check. Am I allowed to do this?
You are making an insight check.
He's tricking you. He's
I don't
tricking
want
you.
to income on the
He's trying to
We gotta take
sneak.
it. We gotta take it, even if it's the last.
No, he's trying to sneak past so he can get to
Take
the
the roll.
I
dragon.
believe him.
It's not great. 8.
8.
Do you believe him?
He seems pretty legit.
I mean, this is for his dad.
Don't trust him.
Exactly.
You gotta trust him.
Drop the sword.
It skips a generation.
He didn't drop the sword. He
No,
put it
no,
down.
He just has it down and is like, I think we all have aligned goals to a degree, but we have to talk it through now that we're not being watched.
How do we know you're not tricking us?
You don't. But are you willing to take the risk of ending a possibility?
Fucking Faye. Am I able to get in everyone's heads real quick and be like,
Sure. Well, he's like stepping back towards the hole that leads into the chamber.
does it look like he's about to like, whee, like get the fuck out?
It could be, or he's just trying to get out of your melee range because you're both aggressively on him.
All right,
And Ira's there, like,
I look at Ira. I'm gonna say in telepathically to everybody, Sorrow Lord is offering a chat? Question mark?
Gotta take it. We're looking to talk to the emissary. He's Faye, so is the emissary.
I don't trust any of
Wait, Ira? I don't know. Ira,
The
just
Sorrow
wait.
Lord is
Ira,
going to just
wait.
fall back out
Yeah,
of the
he's
hole.
just trying to get it.
And Ira's going to take his attack on that.
Ira.
So go ahead and roll an attack roll for Ira for me.
All right.
He ain't gonna get far.
Okay, 10. I rolled a 10. Whatever.
A 10? That's just what he needs to hit, actually. So go ahead and roll for Ira. It's gonna be 1d12 for me, if you don't mind.
10.
10. All right, so it's gonna be 10 plus 3.
That's our new priority. Getting this guy out of here.
So Sorrow Lord
Killing the Sorrow
I
Lord.
don't know what's going on yet.
If we want to get
falls back out of the hole, plummets.
We can,
Do I
we can
get
knock
an
him
attack of
unconscious.
opportunity on
If you
him?
want to take one.
Yeah, it's whether or not you trust him.
Could your attack of opportunity?
Can I reach out and just grab his wrist?
What are you trying to do?
Either hold him here or go down with him.
Oh, keep yourself close to him?
Yeah.
Smart.
Make a strength check for me.
Smart.
My strong suit.
Yeah. Is that a -3?
Yes. It's great.
All your
Just a
fingers go up.
straight check.
Just roll and add your strength modifier.
That's
One.
all
I rolled a 1.
everything breaks.
Just me and my arm.
So here's what happens. You're in your mind contemplating this. You're like, no, I won't let him. And you go to reach for him, and he's already fallen, and he's just gone. You're like, oh, I missed him.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
It's the latest reach of all time.
Yeah.
As a horse girl, I totally understand how to talk to animals.
Right.
You always go for the dragon.
A little bit of this group.
Shit, I don't know what to say to him.
He's cute.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, stand down, stay calm. I'm on your side as I try to bring him up and around.
Okay. So I'll say what here is still contested, like his will versus your will in this instance. Like, persuasion isn't going to do anything just from a direct communication. You're almost trying to impose yourself as his own will onto his mind. So go ahead and roll and add your wisdom.
Wisdom,
Yes,
not charisma.
correct.
Wisdom.
You don't
Yes.
think wise or anything?
He rolled high. I can see it on his face. Wisdom save or wisdom mod?
Wisdom mod.
Doesn't matter. It's the same.
So eventful.
15.
15? Okay. He rolled a natural 3 minus 2.
Okay.
You read him wrong.
I did.
Not a very wise entity.
Okay.
And being able to push and insert your force of will into its mind without it understanding where it's coming from, for the moment, it seems to interpret it as its own intent.
Okay.
And so you push that thought into its head, and it just resets itself over on this side of the chamber. The Sorrow Lord goes, Gloomglucht, and raises his hand up. The dagger, or the dragon, dislodges its hands and land, like swoops across the way. Hits the ground. I need you, if you could, to make a strength check for me to maintain holding on to it as it impacts.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Take him down?
Yeah. 2.
Okay. You kind of get flung off the side, holding on to
That's
the
okay.
reins,
I'm gonna
and dangling for a second. As you're dangling right past its face, its massive jaw, which is large enough to consume you whole, just kind of hangs open. The two bottom parts where the jaw splits kind of shake, and the slobber kind of...
I'm gonna use one of my points, and I'm gonna instantly fly instead of dropping.
Okay. Catch yourself, and you indeed can be flying. How far up do you want to fly?
I'm just gonna look Gloomglout in the eye, and in his head he's gonna hear, "Thanks for the ride."
Its head kind of lowers down towards you. Its massive, like milky, clouded eyes. Its jaw is kind of
Where does he like to be scrooged?
do you ask this question?
Yes.
The tip of its upper face, between the eyes and above the mouth.
Okay. I'll just gently try to give him some scratch. Good boy.
I'm gonna psychic lance Sorrow Lord when she does that.
Oh shit.
Did you have something else behind that?
I was thinking of it.
Oh,
But
okay.
go. No, go.
Do your thing.
I was just gonna try to reach out to Sorrow Lord because I want to whisper something to him.
shit.
Okay, do that first.
Sure.
Oh no.
I'm gonna follow. Just real quick, if I see her do that, I've got to follow up to it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm
All right, so
So when he I just want to whisper something to him. I heard what you said. I have felt a fire inside, and I would like to learn. Please show me.
okay. Psychic glance.
I'm sorry, Vern. It's okay.
So, intelligence saving throw. He has advantage on it.
If she doesn't stop, it's a 4. You could still stop it.
Ooh, fails that. That is 7d6 psychic damage
Yeah.
and incapacitation.
Oh man, if that's happening,
Oh man! All right, so as you whisper this, he nods to you, and you can see him smile through his helmet, and then immediately his eyes go wide, and his jaw kind of slackens as a little bit of drool just kind of drips down the chin. His body tenses, and he pulls the reins. His Glomglad like begins to pull back. He is incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Great.
Not good.
Oh god.
Not good. Not good.
Oh no.
Parts of the temple begin to fall and crack. The place is begun to collapse.
This was a really good idea when we were in here.
Right.
We're in the
I'm going to use another void puppet, throw it up there. It kind of like, I want it to emanate almost from Ira. As it like wraps around, this screaming spirit wraps around the Sorrow Lord. And I'm gonna cast Disintegrate onto the Sorrow Lord.
Okay.
Wow.
gonna cast what?
Squeeze me?
You have what spell?
This is new-ish. It's just it hasn't been a right moment to use it.
Yes, that is what it does.
All right, so go ahead. It's a save.
It's a dex
Dexterity
save,
saving
and he
throw.
has disadvantage.
Well, he has advantage because he's a Fae against magic, so he just has a singular roll. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this here.
oh, this is so determinative.
Geez.
Yeah. That's the big one.
It's a dex save, right?
Yeah.
All or
I'm
nothing.
shaking.
All the damage or no damage.
+1. That's a 19.
Silvery barbs.
I fucking love that spell.
Oh, what does it do? What does it do?
He has to re-roll it.
So re-roll it.
Oh, that's so mean.
I don't think you meant it when you said you love it.
It's universally despised by anyone who plays this game as a DM.
That's my reaction, though. So.
But it's fine. It's in the game. That is your reaction. All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
What was it? What was it? What was
It
it?
was a natural.
Seven.
It was
It's a 7.
No, I thought
Plus
it was a
1.
natural 1 for us.
So 8. So go ahead and roll damage.
You need to borrow dice.
Don't crack your neck like that, Marisha. It's so bad for you. You could
Stop it,
really.
stop it.
I'm sorry. I feel
Crack your neck
bubbling
and
in my
loosen up.
head.
Just crack your neck and loosen up a little bit. You want some D6s? I think you need 10 of them, right?
Bunch of dice plus 40.
I need 10d6.
There's 5.
Need more?
5.
Plus
Thank
40.
you.
Is this your second level?
2, 3, 4, 5. Is it bad if I kill your dad?
I'm not asking the question now. You're disintegrating somebody. We've never even done it before.
Yeah. He's trying to hurt Nana, so.
Okay.
What's up?
6, 12, 18. Wait, sorry. Hang on. Shit.
No.
6, 12, 18, 20.
Yeah, 24.
24,
30.
28.
Sorry, 32.
Yeah, 32, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, plus 40, so 81 hit points.
81 points of damage.
Disintegrate.
Plus 40.
Hold on, I gotta do some math here.
Disintegrate.
You've just been sitting on disintegrate all casual, huh? All
Well,
cool in the
it's
game?
been, we haven't.
It's
Here
been.
it's been.
You
fire off this beam, kind of just waiting for the right moment because of all the movement. It's hard to pinpoint it, and it's almost like time slows, like, and you feel that heartbeat from inside. But whereas previously it was a dark portent of a lack of control, it is complete control within you as you draw whatever power within her that you need, combine it with the innate power within you that's now become stronger without her. And together you fire this beam forward. It strikes the side of the Star Lord Zathuda, and you watch as part of his right leg just fitters away into dust. He screams out in pain. He's doing real bad.
He's still up. He's
part
still
of
up.
him?
He's minus a leg.
Still up.
He's still up.
He's still up.
Bonus action. Quicken spell. Eldritch Blast.
Go for it. I'll say from where you're standing and him on top of this, he
I have
has...
Spell Sniper.
Yeah, you do. Let's go. Let's go.
La-di-da-di-da. Ooh, well, one of those... Oh, God damn it.
That's all right. It's 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 all right.
That's,
I think
okay.
you did pretty good on this turn, regardless of
Yeah,
all
you
the
did.
Yeah.
Now is not the time to
Disappointment.
feel bad.
I need 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
Digits, single digits, I bet.
That finishes your go.
Single digit warning.
At the end of your turn, Glumgled is going to use all 3 of his legendary actions to do his wing attack.
Hang on, let me move. Can I move?
Yeah.
If you want to, yeah.
I'm gonna move,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
like to
start
run.
start
Yeah,
running.
30 feet this way. That guy is gone, by the way. You can move him out. He's like running, sprinted out this way. He's outside.
He followed the dog that ran out.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit! So you can move 30 feet, just about almost to where the edge is there.
Like here.
One more this way.
One more this way.
Yeah, there.
Can I kind of like suck my body up against this force cage like I'm in an earthquake? Like hoping that maybe
Sure.
if the ceiling goes down, it'll help a little.
You got it. Okay. So that finished that go. Finishes Laudna.
Then I'm going to use my telekinesis to grab a hold of Zathuda, and I'm going to try to rip him away from
Glumgled?
Glumgled.
Okay. He cannot resist because he is incapacitated. Well, no, it's the top of your turn. He's no longer incapacitated, so he can resist.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah.
This is a contested strength with my spell DC.
Yes. Or your spell.
My spell save. Yeah, my spell save DC.
We're going a little long here, but this is I can't
I mean,
break in the
we're-
middle.
We can't take a
Yeah.
break. We gotta.
Alrighty, back with your spell casting ability.
Okay, then that's 14.
14, natural 5 for a 10.
Yes.
So you rip him
Yes.
free.
I rip him away. I can move him 30 feet, so I'm
Yeah.
going to pull him up and away up the ceiling,
Yep.
and I'm going to try to drop him down right in front of Breas.
Oh, shit.
So you're gonna up here.
Please, Lord, give me a sign.
If I can aim it at all, I want him to land like here, so he cracks his back.
30
right
feet will be about there. That's as far
Okay,
as you can
okay,
get him
okay.
at an angle there. So he plummets with an additional it's 20 feet up and a 10 feet to get him that direction to drop from higher, dropping him there. That's going to be 40 feet. So he's going to take 4d6. Roll 4d6 for me. That's how much bludgeoning damage he takes as he falls.
Do you want us to kill your father or keep him alive or what?
I don't know. I don't like making a decision about that.
14 points
her
of
dad or
bludgeoning
what?
damage.
Okay, he is unconscious.
He's unconscious.
Okay.
Crack! He hits the middle of the dais. As he hits, like the impact blasts back all of the vines here. And in the middle of the central stone piece where they get shattered at the blast of impact, you can see all these wonderful, intricate carvings of like beautiful threads weaving together. And in the middle is the face of the Archheart, just looking upward and smiling as he lays unconscious across the dais. That's your action.
Grab him and run.
We're going. Half your movement to get up. That gives you 15 feet to move.
Okay.
On the emissary?
Let's grab them all and run.
Okay, wait. Let me...
Yeah.
Is everybody going to be able to get out? Where are you, Laudna?
I am like this up against the force cage.
Okay.
That's good.
Let me see how far this goes. I'm gonna Misty Step over here,
Okay, 30 feet, right?
30 feet,
30 feet. Put you about there.
and run as far as I
15 feet
can.
is running to there. You get right next to where Laudna is.
Okay.
That finishes your go.
Hi, honey.
That was incredible.
Glomglut's up. Glomglut is going to screech. Oh, the whole thing's coming down.
That felt terrible.
So everyone in the chamber right now takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage from falling debris. You have one more round to come out here before the whole thing falls down. Outside.
I look at Imogen. Are we running?
Yeah.
All right, I grab her hand and we sprint out.
I know, I
Okay.
want to make sure that everybody gets out the door,
So
but we're going to be
double
blocking the way.
move at a dash. It's going to be 30, 60 feet. That'll get you just out the front from where you both are
I
standing.
just grab them. They're very capable. It's fine.
So you all just barely emerge from here.
Who's left?
Oh, well, oh, gosh, but I could help. I could help if I'm in there.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I also have telekinesis,
Whatever you feel.
so I can try to. I can grab. I can. I don't know why.
All right.
Don't worry,
look,
it's only
no.
regrets.
No, I'm not going to dash. I'm not going to dash. I'm going to use my telekinesis to try to grab the Shadow Lord. Because I can lift 1,000 fucking pounds.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just going to grab him and try to pull him out with me.
Okay. So you are only partway here. And he gets dragged 30 feet over here.
Okay.
30 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
I would say when I felt her hand leave mine, I'll be kind of in here-ish.
No, don't keep going, Laudna. Go. Go.
Ah!
Get out the door.
All right.
So
I go out,
Laudna
I go
exits.
out.
You're right in the middle. The towers above you are hearing.
It might help.
It might help, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of resting outside.
Never done that before.
Breas and Imogen kind of there in the hallway, clutching it, looking over that smile, that hope of the Fey exterior there. As the roof comes in and swallows both of them. The
Fern and
temple
Imogen.
falls
I mean,
in.
me and
Yeah,
Imogen.
Breas and him.
What?
I'm
and
gonna
collapses.
cover his body with mine.
You cover the Sorrow Lord or Imogen.
The Sorrow Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
You cover the
God.
Sorrow
Can
Lord.
I can't use do anything.
You want to roll a reaction?
The entirety of this temple falls. The din is deafening as dust billows out from all sides. You all have to kind of brace yourself as the entirety of the vicinity becomes just a dark gray cloud of dust and debris. Eventually, the rumbling comes to a stop. Stillness and shock washes over you as the dust slowly settles on the ruined pile of what was once the shrine of gilded gifts, and the two of your friends that have disappeared within the destruction. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
That did not.
Dust and rubble settle.
Rubble.
Two of your compatriots vanishing beneath the fallen and crumbled stone. Clutching two unconscious figures, one still dying, by the way.
No!
First,
Imogen! Imogen! So do we still have our telekinetic bond?
you still have that.
You would unless it got knocked out by my
Well,
concentration.
as you all are pulling like rocks and rubble out from this, it's like one rock at a time, and what looks like will take hours to make any real headway. The towers
I'm gonna say-
Oh
themselves
yeah, it's
fell
not
in and
concentration,
collapsed.
so it stays up. It
I'm gonna
stays
just
up.
say in my head, like, Imogen! Imogen! Breas!
In absolute darkness, Breas and Imogen, in the moment of accepting the end, possibly of your life, the sound of crumbling destruction consumes all around you and then stops. You reach around and the stone is all around you. It's just stopped. Like a little cavity has kept you there.
Is this you?
I don't do this sort of thing.
Does your armor?
Maybe
It's my lord.
All of the stones of the entire crumbled temple begin to shift and begin to pull back. They kind of lift and curl like the receding wave on a beach. The rubble begins to rescind. And you watch as in a matter of moments, the temple begins to reconstruct itself. The towers standing there in place. The cracks still present, but just set back. Where all the vines and leaves were, they were crushed and left to the ground, and now stands the beautiful, polished, if cracked, temple of the Archheart. Gorgeous in its imperfection.
And on the outside, we all see this as well.
All of you stand agape watching this happen. And as it rises up and what dust is there settles, you see standing in that front hallway, Imogen and Breus kind of just hunched over where they thought everything would come to an end.
Fucking Faye.
I just run up to Imogen. Did you do this?
This wasn't me.
I'm so not all right.
All of you also feel just a presence. Just the very air itself seems to fill with force. Like you're all on the cusp of something important. The faintest bit of golden light glimmers from the temple chamber you just fled from. And the air seems to grow warm.
Get up and I grab Laudna's hand and I start walking towards the light.
Yeah, and then is the statue back of the archer?
Is everyone walking in?
Yeah.
Is. To be honest, I'm a bit bored. I'm tired. That's what I want. I want to let go. I want my family to let go. Now, how we let go? Well, big doors don't work. Death, no. But there is an opportunity here. You see, while I was gazing and watching upon your little family debacle, where you decided to, either side with them or not, and then you decided to pull them off a bloody dragon and then wanted to, kill them of sort. I mean, you took off his leg.
That
was it?
We get mixed.
Right, I see. Understandable.
Was it okay?
But the thing is what I'm seeing is an opportunity here. I'm seeing something. How do I say this? There's a window. It's open. However, it comes through potential sacrifice of family. Do you know what it means to become a vessel?
We have guesses.
We have guesses, but I
What have
don't
you
fully
guessed?
know what it means.
What have you guessed?
Well, they keep talking about Ludinus wants a vessel for Predathos. Someone to take that power in and perhaps guide it.
I know a little bit.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, a receptacle for something else.
Do you want to try something else?
Sometimes.
Do you think there is any other way of resolving this scenario?
I'm sure looking for it.
I know a little bit.
Go on, please. Pray tell. This is fascinating.
Actually, quite a lot. About what it's like to be a vessel. Or something else inside of you.
And tell me, do you have control now? Or are they in control?
I think I'm in control now.
Yes. You see, that's the magic.
But it took a long time.
It did take a long time, but you succeeded.
Yes. The lines that blurred on a day-to-day basis of not knowing
where I began and she ended. It was exhausting. I was afraid I'd lose myself entirely. It's terrifying.
Yes.
But also intoxicating.
The truth is, there's a few of us who want to let go. I say a few, two.
May
The
we
others.
ask who the other one is?
Oh, why ruin the fun?
All right.
The rest, however, we're all doing this dance again. Sitting around a table deciding, should we intervene, should we not? We're this close to another calamity. Because there is a fear of our death. You see, the truth is, no matter what happens, there will be lives lost, all for the preservation of ourselves. It's incredibly selfish. And I'm realizing that, and I'm seeing that, and I thought we could change, but we couldn't. And so the only solution that I see is what Ludinus desires. However, I believe either you two can truly control this thing and chase us off. How's that sound?
Just chase you away.
Absolutely. If you get there before anyone else does. See, our eyes are all on Ludinus and the armies that are gathering and fighting. We're ready to jump in there, but if you're able to maybe, I don't know, sneak in behind, find a way in, and take over, gain control.
If you were inside one of us, do you think we'd be able to control you?
It's a good question.
I've listened to Predathos. I've heard the call. It's powerful.
It is. But Predathos only desires one thing, and that is my family.
Why?
Sustenance, enjoyment. It's hungry.
Very.
I truly believe that for mortality to evolve, to grow, to progress, to flourish, is with us not waiting at the gate to intervene every now and then. And the only way that we will run is if we have something to fear. Now what happens to the vessel, I don't know. But if you truly do care about family, then sacrifices need to be made.
Second question. I might have died in my sleep, and this is just a crazy-ass dream before the end, or it's real. But either way, I don't think I've ever had an audience with a god. So, thank you. But I have to ask, did you also have this talk with Ludinus?
Oh, no. No.
His idea?
No. His idea was inspiring, but I didn't have the talk with him. You see, the problem with Ludinus, or, well, again, this is just my opinion, is that he is a bit power hungry. He kind of wants to be like us. Problem is, he'll never be like us.
We've said that. We've kind of said that. It's fun.
I mean, there have been moments in history, but rudeness is, again, from my point of view, too caught up in his own self. So to answer your question in what will happen if, we leave, I don't know. But, again, isn't that beautiful? I have a feeling that things will balance themselves out. Because it always has. The issue, however, comes at moments where you can't balance things out, like, for example, unleashing Predathos with the aim and intention to kill us. Do you really think that we would let that happen? No. Because when mortality tried to kill us, you've seen it.
You tipped the scales.
Exactly. So what I am asking for, or suggesting, is that you go a step further. Become faster than us. Because we are waiting for the moment that you all arrive into this big battle. And all it takes is for us to just step in.
You said, we all know that Predathos is hungry, and sacrifices must be made. Why not just feed him? Like one of you. Won't that quell his appetite?
So you're asking me
to make a sacrifice
of our own family?
Well,
Your family or ours?
I guess I'm just asking why that's not an option.
Do you really think that if Predathos ate one of them, that he would be satiated?
I don't think it would.
I don't know anything about Predathos.
I don't think it would.
He ate two before.
That hunger inside
It's gonna be there always.
is bottomless. It's all-consuming. That's.
They wouldn't have trapped him in a moon if he was one and
Yeah,
done.
I feel like that's one of the reasons I'm most afraid that if we release him, that he'll turn on humanity as well, because...
He will not turn on humanity.
How do you know?
Because you are nothing to Predathos. You are simply specks of dust.
So you want us to take Predathos into ourselves and end it?
So he can get a head start.
And if we don't, nothing bad will happen to us.
Oh no, terrible things will happen to you, because the fight will open itself up here. We want to get away from Predathos, containing it in this makeshift moon has obviously not worked.
With all due respect, say we take you up on your plan. One of them becomes a vessel for Predathos. Begins the chase. How can you assure us you still won't start that calamity? Do you promise to run?
Every time that we have felt a threat, we have acted upon it. As I said, you are this close to an event happening again. The only difference is, however, is that not all of us are aligned on acting. There is a divide within the family, a moment of weakness. There has never been an opportunity like this before. Believe me, when we're on the back foot, which we have been, we will run. You want my help? Pluck the hair from her mouth. As you reach for the hair, it begins to wrap itself around your finger, slowly spooling itself. And as you do, this human star lets out a hoarse groan as it begins to dissipate before you. As it slowly unthreads, a sigh of relief escapes its lips. Suddenly, a powerful flash of light explodes from this star. Heat, energy, magic. It's forceful, and you feel this sense of weightlessness, euphoria. It pierces you. Laudna, the first thing that hits you isn't the light, but a smell. A smell you know very well. The smell of winter. Then an image hits you. Something familiar yet alien. A mask. Black feathers. And then a whisper. Come find me. The last thing that you all hear is you have heard my side. You have not much time. Do what you believe is right. And the first thing that you feel as you all waken is the cold stone floor pressed upon your cheeks.
I love you, Abu!
Bravo! As your eyes flutter and your senses
this voice.
slowly-
It's so normal.
It's what you got, man.
Gross.
I love you.
Breas doesn't wake up. Just a pull of his own blood. No. As your senses come to you one by one, the blurry experience of being back in your body begins to become more and more familiar as you sit up here in the cracked chamber of the reforged temple of the Archheart. And the statue stands resolute and still. A golden band wrapped around your finger. And the echoes of choices to be made in the times to come. And that's where we're going to go ahead and play this next episode.